political. The left, politically, they are not happy with the Paris Accord withdrawal. I'm going to start with Hillary Clinton. She tweeted this: "An historic mistake. The world is moving forward together on climate change. Paris withdrawal leaves American workers and families behind." Nancy Pelosi tweets this: "President Trump's decision defies all common sense. Withdrawing from the Paris Agreement is reckless act on climate." Al Gore released a statement: "Removing the United States from the Paris Agreement is a reckless and indefensible action. It undermines America's standing in the world and threatens to damage humanity's ability to solve the climate crisis in time." Joining us now, Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, Republican from New York. Leaves American families and workers behind. Your response to that, please.
It sounds a little dramatic to me, honestly. Look, this was this agreement. I support being stewards of our environment. I know we need to care for our environment, but this agreement actually was negotiated outside of the political arena. It's like a treaty. Senate didn't pass on it. Billions of dollars were committed in taxpayer money to give to China and numerous other countries that are going to, and other smaller governments that are going to use the money for what? With no strings attached, no proof that it was going to have any real change or real effect on climate over, what, 40 years. So is it a good use of taxpayer monies with almost $20 trillion in debt? And I think it's good that the president took the leading role to support American workers and to say, let's renegotiate. Let's look at this. What effect are we really having using taxpayer money? And I think that's my primary concern.
I think we're forgetting. The president went up in the Rose Garden. The first thing he said was, withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord. There was applause. And after that applause, he immediately said, the immediate renegotiation starts now.
Yes, absolutely. And all this hysteria on the left is the same hysteria that you're hearing over and over, which, quite honestly, is getting tone deaf in my district. My district was a Trump-supporting district. We want to see jobs. We have the Rust Belt of New York. We have, in my district alone, is some of the richest oil reserves for the Marcellus and Utica Shale, which are untouched thanks to the policies of New York State government.
I know your area well, as a matter of fact, and I'm with you all the way. Now, you'll be pleased to hear this. No, you'll be pleased to hear this. We're going to talk to you about Hillary Clinton, because Hillary's blame game, it continues. Roll that tape.
Yeah.
The more you dig and the more you understand what we're up against, and taking me out of the equation so that it's not about, okay, what happened to you, it's what happened to us. I'm particularly concerned about the role that Russia played and the very serious interference that we know they were responsible for.
Okay, I bet you want to see Hillary Clinton run again, don't you?
Yes. Do I get hazardous duty pay for coming on here and subjecting me to that? I mean, honestly, as a woman Republican who has run against the establishment in every race I've had, I've never been endorsed by my local county Republican committee, and I've won as an underdog, as a woman, supported by men and women alike. I'm just tired of hearing about this reverse sexism. I mean, there's sexism, and it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Women are elected today as policy leaders. I lead women on policy, not on whether or not they're women or not. It's just the wrong message to send. It's about leadership, not about what sex you are.
A few years ago, Hillary Clinton, while running for office in New York State, did, as I recall, a listening tour in your area, upstate New York, which is indeed the Rust Belt.
Yes.
And I think part of the reason for her loss was that she promised jobs and absolutely did not come through with them for your area.
Absolutely. My business is in Clinton, New York, so Hillary and Bill have been to my region a number of times. And they have done nothing to improve the jobs. She promised 200,000 jobs on her listening tour. We've lost probably 200,000 or 300,000 jobs. My family owns a manufacturing business in the heart of central New York, up there in the Rust Belt country, and we're still there after 71 years. Not because of the policies of the liberal left in New York, in spite of them. And we need exactly what the dosage that we're getting from Donald Trump to reduce taxes, which I know you want to talk about next time I'm on.
Yes.
But we are going to be working on that in Congress, reducing taxes, reducing regulations, repealing Dodd-Frank. All those great things are going to happen.
Here's how I'm going to end it. Here's how I'm going to end it. I want you, Congresswoman Claudia Tenney, to go back to D.C. and tell people that if we want to get this economy going, and we need to get it going, we need a tax cut this year.
I agree. We're going to have a tax tax cut. Remember, I promised you that last time I was on.
You did.
We are getting a tax cut
I haven't got
this
it
year.
yet.
Well, come on. We're on break right now. We're going back Tuesday. We'll be at it.
Claudia, it's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be on. Thank you.
Okay.